Hello, Jeff Raccoon 47 here, once again to do a little rant. This is something that gets on my nerves all the time, that whenever somebody in my particular neck of the woods is kind of upset at something, they'll usually use the term, "Well, you ain't from the South, is you, boy?" Excuse me? What does the geographic location of my birth have to do with anything? What? Excuse me? That all of a sudden, because there's a possibility that I might not have been born in the South, that I have no knowledge of things. I'm going to give you an example of this. Well, I used to work at a Big Lots here in Valdosta, and there used to be this woman who would sell watermelons in our parking lot. She really wasn't supposed to be doing it because she didn't have a business license. And I just, one time she goes up there and decides she wants to try to sell me one of her watermelons, her and her crippled son. I use the word cripple. I mean, they were the two most obnoxious rednecks you'd ever meet in your life. But what happened was, I told her I wasn't interested. She walked off, and then I just said to the cashier that was on duty at the time, I really wouldn't buy produce off the back of a truck. Well, some other customer, it was another redneck type, she comes up there and says, "You ain't from the South, are you?" I said, "What does that have to do with anything?" "Well, they were farmers." "And no, they won't. You don't know where they got those watermelons." But the point was, she goes in ranting about how she was going to buy some watermelons from this person. But I wouldn't. She thought I was some evil monster because I wouldn't buy none of her watermelons. Excuse me? I don't like watermelons to begin with. That's one of the reasons I wouldn't buy them. The other reason was that you don't know where they came from, and she could have pulled them out of the dumpster, or she could have stole them out of another farmer's lot, or you don't know where they came from. What does it matter where I'm from? That doesn't mean I have knowledge of produce just because there's a possibility that I'm not from Georgia. I am from here, but at the same time, I'm not going to go and buy something off the back of a truck because you don't know where someone could be hustling you. I've had several people complain to me, said, "Why do you let that woman sell watermelons? These are terrible watermelons. They're rotten. The last one I had was rotten." But the point was, people make assumptions of somebody just because they're not from their particular region. Isn't that a form of bigotry? Yes, it is. It most certainly is. It doesn't matter where I'm from. Don't matter if I'm from Georgia, Illinois, New York, Virginia, Zootopia. It doesn't matter. But the point I'm trying to get at is, stop going and saying because someone's from the South does not mean that they don't know anything about something. They can know more about it than you do. Maybe they grow their own maybe I grow my own vegetables. I did at the time when I was working at Big Lots. I was living in a house at the time, and I grew my own peppers and my own squash. And I grew a little bit of broccoli. But I'm not going to go in there and buy something off the back of the truck outside of honey. Honey I can trust. Because it's very unlikely someone's going to steal honey from somebody. You ever know where you get honey? From bees. Think someone's going to go steal honey out of someone's beehive and risk being stung to death by bees? I doubt it. That's about the only thing I'd buy off the back of a truck. Now, it's possible they could steal honey out of somebody's store, but even then, you have to take a risk of having your head blown off by a shotgun, sneaking in someone's house, stealing something, or their store stealing something. But you get where I'm coming from here. But I'm not going to go up here and I just do not like it when people go there and assume that you're not from this region if you don't act like the stereotype of a Southerner. It's not like the Andy Griffith Show where everybody gets along, and it's not like that. It's more like a cross between Gotham City and Narnia sometimes. But the truth is, stop doing that, people. Stop condescending to people, saying that they're not from the particular region they're from because they don't do the stereotypical behaviors of their. It's annoying. Well, I'll let you go.